On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Topic:
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Futurist.
A person who studies or predicts trends and developments, particularly in science, technology, or social systems, to anticipate what the future may hold.
Examples:
Futurist architecture. Futurist ideas. The radical futurist predicted that virtual reality would become a standard in everyday life.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples:
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something. To come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Exotic.
Originating from or characteristic of a foreign country or culture, strikingly unusual, uncommon, or intriguing.
Examples:
Exotic species. Exotic vacation. I love trying exotic foods from different cultures.
Threat. A
strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Criticism:
the act of analyzing, evaluating, or judging something, especially literary or artistic work, to find fault with it or to offer suggestions for improvement, the expression of disapproval or censure.
Examples:
criticism from the public, harsh criticism. Constructive criticism is always helpful to help improving one's work.
Physicist:
a scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
talented physicist, theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Physics:
the science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
nuclear physics, laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Mathematics:
the science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
a good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Exclude:
to deny someone or something enter to a place or taking part in an activity.
Examples:
exclude a newcomer. Exclude all other possibilities. The cost for the trip excludes food and beverages.
Medicinal:
of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Spectrum:
an ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
a broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Achieve:
to successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Certainty:
the state of being certain.
Examples:
scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Develop:
to grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Speculate.
To form a theory or conjecture or guess about a subject without solid evidence.
Examples:
Speculate about the reason. Speculate on the outcome. He speculated that this investment would lead to success.
Guesswork.
The act or process of making an estimate or speculation based on incomplete or uncertain information, conjecture or supposition.
Examples:
Pure guesswork. Rely on guesswork. Making decisions based on guesswork can lead to costly mistakes.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Jaw.
Either of the two bones at the bottom of the face that moves when you open your mouth. Verb, talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Examples:
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Jaw muscle. He dropped his jaw at the unexpected sight.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Realistic.
Having or showing a sensible and practical idea that is possible to achieve.
Examples:
A realistic goal. A realistic goal. That story was so realistic, and it was scary.
Flesh.
The soft substance composing the body of a person or animal, as opposed to bones and other structures.
Examples:
Grow in flesh. Flesh eating. The flesh of the fruit is sweet and juicy.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
compute an average score, compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
scan the face of a man, scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
new dimension, the crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
a digital watch, digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Mesh.
A material made of a network of wire, plastic, or thread.
Examples:
a mesh fence. The mesh of a basket. The mesh fabric was breathable and comfortable to wear.
Framework.
The structural components of a building or object that support its weight and give it form, the underlying structure of a system, concept, or text.
Examples:
legal framework. The framework of a house. He devised a new analytical framework to capture the phenomenon.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Compression.
The act or process of pressing or squeezing something together, often using force or pressure. Of physics, the reduction of volume or increase in pressure of a gas or fluid.
Examples:
compression garment. Data compression. The doctor recommended a compression bandage to reduce swelling in the injured area.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Newtonian.
Relating to Sir Isaac Newton or his laws of motion and universal gravitation.
Examples:
Newtonian physics, Newtonian mechanics. The motion of planets can be described using Newtonian mechanics.
Shark.
A long-bodied, mostly predatory marine fish that has sharp teeth and a pointed fin on its back. A person who is ruthless, greedy, and dishonest.
Examples:
A man-eating shark. Card shark. He borrowed money from a loan shark.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Finite.
Having a limit or restriction of size, time, etc.
Examples:
Finite resources. Finite decimal. Human beings have a finite lifespan, so we yearned for the idea of immortality.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Diversification.
The act of expanding a business or portfolio by adding new products, services, or investments to reduce risk and increase profitability.
Examples:
Business diversification. Diversification of products. The company's diversification strategy helped them weather the economic downturn.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Extinction.
The complete disappearance of a species from the earth.
Examples:
Extinction prevention. Brink of extinction. The extinction of the dinosaurs is thought to have been caused by an asteroid impact.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Recall.
To remember something.
Examples:
Recall the incident. Recall his name. She vividly recalls getting laid off several years ago.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Vice.
Wrongdoing or wicked behavior, in the form of vice versa, with the order reversed. As a prefix, someone with a job immediately below a particular person.
Examples:
Virtue and vice. Vice chair of the committee. Cats hate dogs and vice versa.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples.
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples.
Trump card. Choose Trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Dodo.
A flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, characterized by its stout body, small wings, and hooked beak, an extinct bird species that was last seen in the late 17th century.
Examples.
Dodo population. Extinct dodo. The last known sighting of a flightless dodo was recorded in the late 17th century.
Flightless.
Unable to fly, either because of a physical lack of wings or because of an inability to sustain flight.
Examples.
Flightless species. Flightless insect. The kiwi, an endemic species of New Zealand, is a curious example of a flightless bird.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples.
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples.
A racing pigeon. Pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the breadcrumbs left for it.
Wonderland.
A place or situation that is delightful or enchanting, often characterized by a dreamlike or surreal quality, a reference to the fictional world from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Examples.
Magical Wonderland. Alice's Wonderland. The colorful garden was a wonderland of various plants and flowers.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples.
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Caucus.
A private meeting of a political group or party to discuss policies, tactics, and strategy. A closed meeting or assembly of people with shared interests or goals, often to make decisions or coordinate actions.
Examples.
Statewide caucus. Democratic caucus. The politicians met privately in a caucus to discuss their party's platform.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Seam.
A line of stitching or joining where two pieces of fabric or material are united. Also, a narrow furrow or fissure in rock or soil.
Examples:
Uneven seam. The seam on the shoulder. She took the dress to the tailor to fix the torn seam.
Atlantic.
Relating to or located near the Atlantic Ocean, which is the second largest ocean on Earth, located between the continents of North and South America to the west and Europe and Africa to the east.
Examples:
Atlantic breeze. Atlantic salmon. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June to November each year.
Specimen.
An individual example or sample of something, typically used to represent a larger group or category.
Examples:
Specimen collection. Botanical specimen. The biology teacher showed the students a frog specimen so they could examine its anatomy.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Upward.
Toward the top or highest point, or a higher position or level, adjective, extending or moving toward a higher place.
Examples:
Look upward. Demonstrate an upward trend. The company adjusted the revenue upward.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Species.
Coins or notes in a currency, as distinct from paper money, a chemical substance or group made up of identical molecules.
Examples:
Specie reserve. Ground state specie. The store only accepts payment in cash, no credit or debit cards, only specie.
Duration.
The length of time something lasts or continues.
Examples:
The duration of insurance. Short duration. The military incarcerated him for the duration of the war.
Originate.
To come into existence in a particular place or situation, to start something in a specific place.
Examples:
Originate from the country. Originate a political movement. The flight originates in Vancouver.
Contrast.
To put in opposition to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Extent.
The point or degree or area to which something extends.
Examples:
certain extent. The extent of the damage. I was amazed at the extent of her generosity.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples:
sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples:
functional specification. Engineering specification. The project specifications outline the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Diet.
The food and drink that a person, animal, or community eats and drinks regularly, a legislative assembly in certain countries, for example, Japan.
Examples:
eat a vegetarian diet. Diet approval. A balanced diet is more important for health than supplements.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Bamboo.
A fast-growing plant that has long, hollow stems and is widely used as a building material, food source, and decorative element, especially in Asian cultures.
Examples:
Bamboo crafts. Bamboo flooring. The stalks of bamboo can grow up to a foot per day in optimal conditions.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose-restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Geography.
A field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth.
Examples:
Geography class. Economic geography. She did well on her geography exam.
Medium.
Of a size, amount, or level that is average or intermediate. Noun, a means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information.
Examples:
Medium color. An advertising medium. The medium-sized shirt fits him perfectly.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Cockroach.
A flat, brown or black, chiefly nocturnal insects sometimes found in the home.
Examples:
Cockroach killer. Have a cockroach phobia. Cockroaches sometimes cause allergic reactions in humans.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Meteorite.
A solid object originating in outer space that reaches the Earth's surface without completely vaporizing in the atmosphere, a rock that has fallen from space.
Examples:
Meteorite impact. Meteorite shower. The meteorite fragments were collected and sent to a laboratory for analysis.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Unpredictable.
Not capable of being foreseen or calculated, not regular or certain.
Examples:
Dangerously unpredictable person. Unpredictable outcome. The weather in this region is often unpredictable, with sudden rainstorms and strong winds.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
Penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Crust.
A hard outer layer that forms on the surface of a liquid as it cools or on a solid as a result of exposure to air or moisture.
Examples:
Crust formation. The Earth's crust. The bread's crust was golden brown and crispy.
Vapor.
A mass of tiny liquid drops in the air.
Examples:
Alcohol vapor. Water vapor in the atmosphere. Clouds form when water vapor rises to the upper atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Cessation.
The act of stopping or coming to an end, a temporary or permanent discontinuance of an activity or state.
Examples:
Cessation from work. Cessation of smoking. The government called for an immediate cessation of hostilities between the two countries.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Characterize.
To describe the distinctive nature or features of someone or something. To be a distinguishing feature of.
Examples:
Characterize the relationship. Characterize his work. Their love of discovery and exploration often characterizes the adventurous spirit of the explorer.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Erupt.
Of a volcano, to become active and eject rocks, smoke, etc., to start abruptly and violently.
Examples:
Erupt in anger. Erupt into tears. Battles between whites and blacks erupted immediately.
Lava.
Molten rock that has been extruded from a volcano and solidified, a highly fluid, highly heated substance or material.
Examples:
Lava flow, molten lava. The volcano's eruption caused a lava river to flow down the mountainside.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide, combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Greenhouse.
A building with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material, such as glass, for growing plants in.
Examples:
Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Emissions of greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon that happens naturally.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
Primary school, primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Equator.
A line of latitude that separates Earth's northern and southern hemispheres and has a radius of around 40,075 kilometers, 24,901 miles.
Examples:
South of the equator, above the equator. Ecuador is on the equator.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
Progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
flee their homes, flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone, zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface, a long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole, the plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Minimal.
Tiny in amount, the least possible.
Examples:
Minimal effort. Minimal amount. The process was carried out at minimal cost.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples:
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom, but was unable to prevent it.
Gloom.
A state of darkness, sadness, or melancholy, a feeling of depression or lack of hope, a state of obscurity or uncertainty.
Examples:
A sense of gloom. Gloom-filled room. The gloom of the rainy weather was beginning to affect her mood.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.